Hey, what's up DM family? Welcome back to a brand new video. Before I start, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so you never miss a brand new video. I feel like this is a much awaited video because a lot of people, girls especially, have asked me to do this and they're curious about how I lost all the weight. So that's why I'm making this. I'm super excited because I've been wanting to share this and my journey that I went through. So I'm kind of gonna backtrack and give you guys an insight onto why I decided to go on this weight loss journey. So my whole life, I always struggled with my weight. I was on birth control. This is like kind of hard for me to talk about. I was like a really active kid. Like when I was a teenager, I played sports, so you know, I was always like going to practice and having games like literally 5 to 6 days out of the week. I was in the gym or doing something that was active. So when you're younger, you have a faster metabolism, so you can eat whatever you want, you know, it's not really going to affect you. But the older you get, it does affect you. The things that you eat kind of like stick on you, and then that's how you put on weight. I've always gained, lost. Like literally my body was like a yo-yo effect. I was never diagnosed with any type of eating disorder. At a point I could probably say that I was binge eating or emotionally stress eating. You know, like I've never been diagnosed, but you can just know yourself as a person, like the kind of things that you're doing. Birth control does make you gain weight. Like I'm not even gonna beat around the bush or cut any, like, no, it makes you gain weight. I've known tons of girls or some of my friends that I've talked to, and they've all gained weight. Like they tell you, oh, you know, like maybe like that's a side effect, but it's not guaranteed that it's gonna happen. No, like literally it makes you gain weight. And I didn't really like, I wasn't really noticing, you know, when I was on it. Like I would just eat whatever, and I wasn't really being active like the first 2 years that I was on it, because like I was out of high school, so I wasn't playing sports anymore. I just had started dating Damon, and me and him, like, you know, when your boyfriend eats a lot, you're gonna eat a lot with him, because whenever he's hungry, he wants me to eat. So like I would always eat with him, and I wasn't eating the best. I wasn't caring what I was eating. I would eat fast food like every day, literally 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It didn't all start where I felt like, oh wow, I don't look the same and I don't feel the same. I didn't like it. Like I didn't like the person that I become, and I was like, oh my god, I used to be so fit and look so good. And it wasn't even about that. Like I also didn't feel good inside either. It happened when we moved to Arizona. COVID hit. I was just like, I don't like the way that I look. I actually had been following this nutritionist on Instagram. She, at the time, like she went through her own weight loss journey, and she was selling these meal plans that you can buy, and she'll customize them to what you want, like the type of foods that you like to eat. And she basically would carb count for you and like make this whole meal plan for you for like 2 weeks, and then she would send a new one every 2 weeks. I purchased that and I did okay, you know, like I would make the meals. After the 2 weeks, I was kind of like, I just missed like my old habits. I was like, I hate this. Like I want to eat what I want to eat, and like the meals weren't even really that good in my opinion. They were just kind of like bland, and I wasn't like used to that. So it's kind of like a big change, you know. So I obviously didn't continue with that, and then just kind of went back to my old habit. We moved back to California from Arizona. COVID was still happening, still basically quarantining, couldn't really do much, had to be in the house. And I was just like, you know what? No, this happened in, September, okay? So it wasn't like immediately when I moved back here, because we moved back here in May, and then it was in September that I was just like, I woke up one day and I'm like, I'm just gonna go hard. Like I want to just lose all this weight. I was angry at myself at that point. I felt like I had gained even more. So I was like, no, like we're done, we're gonna do this. I had started seeing all these videos on TikTok about calorie deficits, and I'm like, what is this? Like, I was so intrigued, you know, I wanted to know more. Like, I was confused at first, because I've never heard of it. I was like, what the heck is this, and like, how does it work? And I've tried literally everything in the book at this point. Weight loss isn't like science. Like, there's no, oh, waist trainers and these magic weight loss pills and this freaking tea. Like, no, like none of that shit works, okay? For your body to be in a calorie deficit. So what that is, and I'm gonna explain it, is you have to know your body's BMR. To do that, you would just go online and you would type up BMR calculator. You put in your gender, your age, your height, and your current weight. Then it basically tells you, okay, you need to be eating this amount of calories every day to maintain the weight you're at. But if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less. Or for people that were trying to like gain, you would eat more. So you'd be in a calorie surplus. Does that make any sense? Like, I don't know. I don't want anyone coming at me in the comments down below either, because I'm not a weight loss or nutritionist specialist. Like, this is just what worked for me and what I did, and just don't come at me in the comments, okay? I'm just telling you guys what I did. At the moment, or when I first started, oh my god, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but my starting weight, I was 183 pounds, okay? Oh my god, like I don't know, that's just crazy. Like, it's like, I didn't look bad. I mean, well, people have told me like, oh, you didn't even look bad when you were heavy. Like that's great that you think that, but I like literally hated myself. Like, I hated myself. I still kind of do. Like, I've always been that way though. I'm like really hard on myself. Even now, like, I still want to lose more weight. My goal weight was to be like 135. I'm 5'7". For a female at my age that is 5'7", a good weight is 138 pounds. Basically, with the BMR calculator, it told me to lose weight, I would need to be eating 1,500 calories, which was like good, you know. It was, I felt full every day. Like, the meals that I was eating, you can basically eat whatever you want. You could eat McDonald's, you could eat whatever you want, as long as every single day I was eating in that 1,500 calorie range. So how I was doing that and how I was keeping track is I had this app called MyFitnessPal, and I would track like every single meal, like to the freaking T. Like, even sauce, like say I put like ketchup on my eggs, right? I would mark that 20 calories that was for like the ketchup, okay? Because every little calorie count. Yeah, you want to watch your sugar and you want to watch gluten and your carbs and all that good stuff, but it didn't really matter. Like, as long as I was in that calorie deficit, I was seeing dramatic change after like 2 weeks. The scale was just going down. You can't just, I mean, yeah, like being in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight even if you're not active. Like, you can eat that amount of calories and just sit on the couch and you're still gonna lose weight, but it does speed up the process if you are active. So what I was doing is going on hour-long walks like in my neighborhood at nighttime. I was just going hard. Like, I was like, nope, I'm gonna do this every single day. So I would just put my headphones on and I would go on my walks, and it was like actually kind of peaceful. I missed that. Yeah, so that's all I was doing, was eating in a deficit and going on walks. And I would go on walks maybe like 4 nights out of the week, so I was going pretty frequently. The whole entire weight loss journey for me, I lost 30 pounds and it took me 3 months. So I started in September, yeah, and I hit my goal in November of last year. I did that in 3 months. Literally, that was all it took, was being consistent, and I just saw crazy results, to the point where at work, people were noticing like, oh wow, like you look good, like you look like you're losing some weight, and like people were noticing, and I literally felt like on top of the world. I was like stoked because I was like, oh my god, like people can actually see the difference. And I just felt like, I felt so awesome, you know. I felt like, wow, like I really did this, and I finally found something that worked, because I didn't know if it was gonna work. It just, TikTok was like, oh, do this. Yeah, that's how I lost all my weight, and I've actually maintained that for, yeah, it's been a year because we're in November right now. So I've maintained the weight that I'm at for a year now. I will also say it's great to lose weight, right? Like it's so great and you feel great and you look great, but there also comes with like some downfalls, because I have like heavy body dysmorphia from this. Like I will literally still look at myself in the mirror sometimes and I'm just see like me as like the heavier me. Like it's hard for my mind to like comprehend that like I don't look like that anymore. So I have hard days, you know. I have days where I kind of struggle, but I have to like remind myself like I freaking did that. And I went down also in clothing sizes, so I had to get rid of basically all of my clothes because none of them fit me. I went from a size 13 to now I wear like a 9 or a 7. Even these shorts, I just got these on Fashion Nova and they're already kind of loose on me, which when I first got them, see, like they were kind of tight. And so like that's how things, like look at that room in there, right? Like that's how things have been going for me, literally. Like even now I'm still losing weight. Like it might not be on the scale that the numbers are going down, but like you can see in my clothing and stuff, like stuff will be loose on me, and that's how I know I'm losing inches, not weight, if that makes sense. And that's also for my job, because I'm very active at my job and I sweat a lot at work, so I'm burning calories. Overall, like I feel a lot better, and right now I'm starting to go at it again. I'm trying to lose another like 20 pounds because I still want to get into the 30s. That's like my goal. I'm super close, so I'm trying again. I'm gonna go back into a calorie deficit. Like I still am, but some days like I eat a little bit more than I should, which is fine, but I'm also gonna just start eating healthier. So if you guys want to see kind of like the meals that I'm eating, let me know in the comments below. One thing I just want to touch on lastly is where I lost the weight. So as you can see, you can kind of mainly see it in my face, because I had like a chubby face, which I still do because that's just like my facial structure. I don't know. But here in my jaw before, like I didn't have much of one. You could definitely see it in my face. You could see it in my arms. They were way bigger before. My collarbones, I didn't really have this either. I did lose it in places that I didn't want to, because when I was big, I had like big boobs, like big. Like I was like a D and now I'm like a C. Like I like, ugh. And my butt just like, yeah. I mean, I still kind of have a butt. Wait. She's still kind of there, right? Yeah, kind of. But you know, that's kind of what happens when you lose weight. You lose it in the good places too, but that's why I can grow my butt in the gym and get it bigger and fatter again. But my boobs, I don't know what I'm gonna do about these girls, honestly. I don't know, because they're just like, I have no cleavage now. That's all I wanted to say for this video. I hope I didn't miss anything. If you guys have any questions in the comments, let me know. You can also follow me on Instagram right here. DM me any questions that you have. I'm more than happy to answer them for you, because like I really didn't rehearse this. I didn't have notes written down on, but I just kind of was freelancing this, and so I'm not sure if I missed any points, but I think I got the most important ones. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a big like. comment below, subscribe, and turn on your post notification bell so that you never miss a brand new video. And without further ado, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!